Today, I'm excited to showcase for you this awesome, bright, rechargeable flashlight set of 2. And a special thank you to the company for sending them out so that I can showcase it to you. So we'll talk about all the things. I'm going to show you exactly what comes in the package. We're going to talk about all the features and functions of these lights, what I like, if I find anything tricky or problematic. We're going to talk about that too. Then we'll round off with whether or not I think they're worth it for you to check them out. Packaging on this one is ultra basic, but that's all we need because what we're really looking for is functional flashlights. So let me go ahead and get everything out here. First time opening this, so you're seeing it real time with me. Okay, so I've got the 2 flashlights. They do come wrapped in bubble wrap. Immediately, I can tell you these have weight. Like, this isn't a light, cheap flashlight, and it is already charged. Look at that, so bright. So you can see right on there, it gives me what my charge percentage is, and that came right out of the box at 89%, which is really, really nice. So great feature there. The USB charger for recharging them is right here. It's a USB Type-C. It did come with 2 cords, so 1 for each flashlight, which is really, really nice. All right, so these are pretty straightforward to use. You see this as our power button, so I turn it on. You're gonna see I'm in that automatic full light mode, and I'll show you these, how they work outside once it gets dark. But then to toggle through, once I turn it on, if I'm just quick pressing, you see I got slightly lighter. Then I've got the strobe. Then you have this like bar light, so you can set it down and it can be a bar light, and it also can flex to be a red light there or a blinking red light. So I really like that feature. And then of course it'll move all the way to off. Both of those do that. So some really great options on what the lights have. I also want to point out that it came with 2 extra straps, which I really like because the thing that wears out the fastest on flashlights is usually the strap. So it's nice that we've got 2 bonus straps to use and that it did come with 2 attached. So let me show you how these work outside and then we'll wrap up with what I think. Okay, so I'm out here and it is dark out. I do have a light on so you can see. And here's what we're gonna get. So first of all, we're just gonna go standard. You can see this has got pretty good distance. It does a great job, and even better, if I wanted to zoom in on things, it can telescope and give me that directed point way far away, which is really, really nice. But then of course it can, if you turn it on again and toggle through, it can be a little bit lighter, so you don't have to have all that intensity. It has the strobe, which is not my favorite, but I do love this because this can be a focus light, right? Like I can set this down and have light for a space. So if I'm needing to light an area instead of having a point, you have that. And then I also love, if I'm going to toggle through again this time, the emergency light, right? The red, whether I'm needing just a lighter light, or I even want the blinking red light if I'm using it in my car for whatever reason and I need to have a blinking red light to gather attention. So overall, really love the strength that this guy has, even in the dark, to get in and pinpoint exactly what I need, even from a distance. Final thoughts? Well, these are a beast of a flashlight. I love how bright they are. I mean, you saw it outside. Like, it just works incredibly well. I like that it telescopes and gives me the option to focus my light or have it brighter. I also love the multiple light features, and you'll see when I haven't touched it in a while, it doesn't switch. It automatically turns off, which I like too. But now that I've been using it, I love that I can easily toggle through and find the functionality that I need for the setting that I'm using this in. Other thoughtful features, I like that they included the extra wrist straps, and of course that it is a universal charger, which makes it so much more practical to recharge. Overall, I like everything about this. I'm struggling to come up with anything I don't like. They were thoughtful on everything. So if you're looking for a great set of reusable bright flashlights, go ahead and check these out.